Are you looking for the best charging stations? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best charging stations on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. SUPI 90W 10-port USB station. If you find yourself needing to routinely charge more than 6 devices at once, our top recommendation is the SUPI 90W 10-port USB station. The SUPI has 10 USB ports that are each capable of outputting up to 2.4 amps, and it pairs with vertical holders for up to 8 tablets or phones. It also features a charging dock with a non-slip rubberized surface, which holds the 9th device in optimal viewing position. It's perfect for keeping an eye on your phone while it's charging. It's also a great way to minimize clutter and keep all your devices charged and organized in one place. This charging station has a fairly plain, minimalistic design with an eye-catching LED nightlight encircling the charging deck. While the SUPI is a superb option for those with multiple devices to charge, it has a few flaws. There is no denying that it is one of the larger products of the group, and our judges were split on its visual appeal. If you have a larger device on every single port at once, the charging time will decrease slightly because it can only source a combined 18 amps total. The LED light also doesn't shut off, so those who like to sleep in a dark bedroom may be disturbed by it and want to keep it in another part of the house. Short charging cables aren't included, and we could imagine using longer cables could result in a giant tangle of USB cords. Even with these shortcomings, this is an excellent option if you have many devices to charge at once and don't mind purchasing additional short cables separately. For anyone who doesn't have quite so many devices to worry about or just doesn't want to deal with the hassle of picking up additional cables, the Quick Charge 3.0 by SUPI is another one of our top favorites for multi-device charging, and it sells for nearly half the price. While it's a little more delicate in material construction and will limit you to 6 devices in total, it will also do an excellent job keeping you fully charged and well organized. At number 2. Belkin Boost Charge Pro 3-in-1. The Belkin Boost Charge Pro 3-in-1 is a well-designed charging device that will look good on a desk or the bedside table. The Boost's design efficiently solves the problem of keeping your Apple electronic carries, iPhone, Apple Watch, and AirPods, powered up and easily accessible. At the same time, the Boost looks good and allows the use of the phone and watch while on the magnetic charger. The charger delivers 15 watts to the phone, allowing one to keep the case on their phone while receiving a relatively quick charge. As such, there are no unsightly cables nor the annoying search for the right USB jack. We have few complaints about the Boost. However, it is really expensive in comparison to its peers. This particular model is also specifically designed for Apple products, and even then, it is for the newer MagSafe compatible devices. So, if you have an older phone or watch, this device won't work for you. Despite these limitations, this charger thrilled testers with its simple, effective elegance. As such, it will be worth the money, given it matches your electronic charging needs. If you are on a budget, the SUPI charging station is a far less expensive option that will still get the job done, and it won't restrict you to Apple products alone. On the flip side, it's made of less sturdy materials and will be slower to charge. It also won't look quite so attractive on your tabletop. At number 3. SUPI Quick Charge 3.0. If you are searching for a top-tier product to charge all your devices and cut down on the clutter while doing so, then we highly recommend the SUPI Quick Charge 3.0. This charging station can charge up to 6 devices at once and creates a very organized all-in-one charging station. The SUPI has plastic dividers and includes short cables for various devices, even for an Apple Watch. It has excellent charging performance, with some of the higher current outputs per port that we have seen, and a single Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0 USB port, for charging specific devices like a Samsung Galaxy smartphone at the fastest possible rate. It's also quite stylish with its futuristic look, in our opinion. Our main issue with the SUPI is the plastic dividers can be fragile. Take care, as we would expect some breakage if the charging station got knocked off a table. Regardless, this is one of our favorite charging stations of all time, and we highly recommend it to anyone looking for a clutter-free and convenient way to charge various electronic devices at once. For top-tier performance and long-term durability in a multi-device charging station, you may want to consider upgrading to the 90W 10-port option by SUPI. Although it will cost you more than double, it is an efficient, well-constructed device that can handle up to 10 total devices with speed. At number 4. Anker PowerPort 6-wall charger. The Anker PowerPort 6-wall charger is a high-capacity USB power adapter that makes an excellent charging option. Although this charger is essentially a USB power adapter with 6 plugs, it makes a handy charging station if you're shopping on a budget and don't mind its bare-bones nature. It can charge up to 6 devices at once, with a maximum output of 2.4 amps per USB port and 12 amps total, making it an effective tool for recharging most USB devices at their maximum rate. It's available with either a white or black outer case and features a relatively basic and unassuming design that blends in well with most settings. It's an excellent option if you routinely charge lots of devices that wouldn't fit well into a tablet stand, such as smartwatches, drones, cameras, fitness trackers, etc. On top of all that, it costs much less than many of the other multiple device charging options, making it an attractive bargain option. However, the biggest problem we found is this charger tends to create a lot of clutter. It doesn't include any built-in tablet or phone stands, so you usually end up with a spider web of devices with the charger at the center. If you use typical charging cables, this is made even worse because that could easily leave you with a combined 18-foot plus of USB cables when using all the ports, a situation that will inevitably lead to a tangled mess. To some degree, you can alleviate this if you buy short cables, but you're going to be hard-pressed to create the same compact and organized charging station that some other products offer off the shelf. The Anker PowerPort is a great budget option if you need a whole lot of USB ports, but it definitely can lead to a very cluttered charging station. For a more streamlined desktop setup, it's worth taking a look at our favorite budget multi-device charging station from SUPI, which can also handle up to 6 devices simultaneously with 5 USB-A ports and one 20-watt power delivery port.